$11,000 going up to $216,000. That's over half the department getting pretty nice insurance, but half the department doesn't get insurance. I know they used to have it. You could either take the insurance for the volunteers, and when you take insurance for your family, or you could take the monthly stipend. I'm just wondering who's getting the insurance, because that's a lot.
The increase is, if you actually look there, is $4,700.
Yeah, it's not much increase. My question is who's getting full insurance, because that's over 20 people at least who get $10,000 a year. That's full insurance for a lot of people. Who's getting that? You only have about 13 or 14 full-time, I think, Jen, something like that.
14.
I'm just kind of up here numbers.
Right. And some of the volunteers actually pay and buy insurance.
So rather than a check, rather than a stipend, theirs goes to buying their insurance, and if it's more, they kick in to get it.
They can
Right, but I don't see those numbers, but it doesn't add up on my numbers. I looked at your personnel and who's getting a full yearly stipend versus there's 4 who don't. So anyway, it's just those little things like that I'm still intrigued about. Even simple things like phones. I'm not a picky person, but I have a flip phone that works just fine. But we've increased the phone budget by, they're $2,500 bucks, and who needs full-time phones on the fire besides, Ernie and maybe, second in command, and I don't know who else needs a full-time phone.
It's not
But
just phones.
those are the things I look at when I set.
It's the pagers.
Pagers?
And our whole entire phone system in the office, cell phones is totally.
So why isn't that broken?
Yeah, that's the kind of things I think we want to know. Something just top of my brain just went out the door, but I had a good question.
So just to come back to the town health insurance. The health insurance line item is the health insurance for the full-time employees. Because the health insurance, if a volunteer opts to receive health insurance, he pays for it essentially. So instead of being $8,700 or $8,000, he doesn't get that. Instead, he pays for his health insurance. He has the option to do that. And if it's more than that, he has to kick in the difference. But he has the option to utilize, that's a benefit that he can utilize to get health insurance through the county. But if it's more than the stipend that he gets, then he has to pick up the difference. So he doesn't get the health insurance and the stipend.
Last one, Ernie, if you go back up and you talk about grants, are you not planning on any grants at all?
Well, we apply for them every year.
You're always good about it, but it's like you're not planning on getting anything, or you wait till the end of the year and see what you get.
Well,
I call that a bonus.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, we actually apply for, as you very well know, as you have done, we apply for practically all we have. We've actually applied for a safer grant. Kept the fingers crossed, maybe we can get it. I mean, it's in a tune of over $200. So even if we get a portion of it, we do apply for them, state grants, while that we apply for every year. So we're fairly active at it. They used to be more available. 10 years ago now, I mean, most of it's a 50-50 match. They'll give you 50 if you spend 50, you get 50.
The last one's on utilities. Why the jump up, whatever it was, $7,000 or so?
64.
There you go.
64.
Is it a new station or what?